Our experiences with hoverboards started about 3 years ago when we were shopping around in a trash and treasure shop, rather big one, and they had a few of these old hoverboards. Well, they were brand new in the box, but they'd been stored for such a long time that the batteries had pretty much given up. But the price was very low, so I bought one and we brought it home. And now what to do? Well, the options are learn how to ride a hoverboard, which no matter how I looked at it seemed incredibly dangerous. And the requirement there would have been to be like this, because I've never seen anyone above 14 years of age who could ever ride one without falling off and hurting themselves. But then I saw this little gadget. Nice little attachment that I could put on the hoverboard, a good way that we could get some use out of it, at least for the kids, because it's rather small, too small for an adult really. So I got one of those and put it together, and my daughter was loving it. Learned how to ride it very, very quickly, became very skillful in a very short time. So although that's a whole lot of fun, it's not very strongly constructed. And so it broke and we had to throw it away. And then I saw one of these, which seemed like a better proposition because at least you're sitting up on it. And maybe even I could ride that. That'd be good. So without taking too much notice of the fact that the seat is up too high, that the steering is not very controllable, I bought one and put it with the hoverboard and took it for a ride, thinking that I'm pretty competent. So away I go. And yeah, that seating position is high and the wheelbase is very narrow. The steering is very unpredictable. But just when you thought it was going to go to the left, it goes to the right and you go to the left by yourself. So that wasn't a very pleasant experience, and I decided maybe this thing wasn't so much fun after all. Suffering a bit of road rash, I really decided that that thing's not for me. So back to the original idea, and I picked up all the parts of the broken one and added a solid base to it and put 2 casters on the front instead of just one. The same method of operation. And so then give that to my daughter, who thought that that was a much, much better idea. And it turned out to be extremely durable. So now, even though she's grown a bit taller and heavier since the first one, she can still ride around on this thing because it's very solid and it doesn't break, and she has a lot of fun. Now then, while I was looking around about what else could I do with this hoverboard, I saw this thing called a hover seat, and they look just ideal. At least I wouldn't fall off the thing. So one of the problems with those things is no matter where you look, they're currently unavailable. Now, I looked around everywhere and they're all saying the same thing, currently unavailable, and all of the ads are a couple of years old. So obviously they're out of production. I thought, well, if I have to do it myself, I can. Then I got the idea about, I've got this old broken office chair, and there's the seed of an idea that I could make an executive hover seat. That might just be fun. Stay tuned, we'll have a look at that.